Alright, so the first thing we need to do is go ahead and take the cluster gauge apart. So we're going to have to remove this gauge from this housing, and we're going to sand this housing and then paint it black. So in order to take the gauge out of the housing, we're going to have to remove that piece right there, and then it's just two little nuts right there which are 8mm each. I'm going to just remove those and the gauge will pop right out. Alright, so the odometer is right here, the odometer, or the tripometer here. And what we're going to take a small screwdriver, I'm going to stick it in there. There's a little tiny screw that you're just going to unscrew. And it's going to pull it right out, just like that. Alright, and then when you unscrew those two nuts right there, the speedometer will come right out. Alright, so the speedometer housing, what we're going to do is we're going to take some 200 or some 220 grit sandpaper, and we're going to scuff all this up, and then we're going to blast it with some self-etching primer, and then we'll go ahead and coat it with the black paint. So I'm going to go ahead and scuff it up now. Alright, so now that it's all scuffed up with the 200 grit sandpaper that I had, I went ahead and wiped it down with some acetone or some alcohol. I used alcohol, and that's just to get rid of all the oil, fingerprints, and stuff that's on it. I did it really well. Did it a few times, wiped it down. So what we're going to do now is spray it a light coat with some self-etching gray primer. So this is the primer that I'm going to use, the Rust-Oleum self-etching. I got this from Walmart for about $4 in the automotive section. The self-etching basically so that you will bond to the plastic and the chrome. Alright, a few light coats of this will do, and then we'll go ahead and spray it with the flat black. Alright, so this was after the first coat. You don't want to spray too much because you don't want it to, I call it drool, but you don't want it to cake up and then have run marks. So just lightly coat it, and then I'm going to let this dry for about 30 minutes, and I'll come back and I'll coat it again. And I'll do that maybe about 3 or 4 times total. Alright, so we have about 3 to 4 coats of self-etching primer on the chrome plastic. It looks really, really good. One thing you want to make sure is to inspect it all the way around to see if any of that chrome pops through. Basically what you're looking for is like, almost like, it looks like it faded, it looks like almost like metallic flakes. It's that chrome poking through. So you just want to make sure to get enough even coats so that you don't have any of that. And what we're going to do now is we're going to spray paint it flat black. I'm going to do probably about 3 to 4 coats of that. Light coat so it doesn't get saturated, doesn't get runny. And that's pretty much it. That's how you paint chrome plastic. Alright, so we went ahead and put 4 coats of matte black on here. Looks really, really good. I'm going to go ahead and paint the inside of it now. And that's pretty much it. That's how you paint chrome plastic. If you guys have any questions, leave some questions in the comments. I'll be glad to answer them for you.